perception of self. Ben wave isn't necessarily a thing you achieve. Rather, it is a state of mind which you constantly strive toward. This all comes from an understanding that ideas aren't static, but fluid, like water. Be like water.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon. Happy Sunday, but more importantly, happy Father's Day to everybody out there today. Hope you are all doing well. Hope everybody's had a good day so far. We are on the ground here in Indianapolis. Almost forgot where we were for a second. Gorgeous, clear, sunny. Ooh, let me restart that. Gorgeous, clear, sunny skies here in gorgeous Indianapolis. We are in the DHL livery today. Oh, let me switch over to my flight sim screen there. And as you guys can see, I have once again slapped the Chicago Air Shuttle logo on it. Still, you know, same as yesterday, waiting for somebody who can make liveries so we can get liveries for the airline going here. Anyways, without any further ado, let's go ahead and hop in the cockpit and let's get started with our pre-flight checklist here. So, parking brake, we'll go ahead and set that. Go on up top, battery can come on. Standby power is auto guard closed. Emergency lights, we'll go ahead and arm those now. Get the left aft fuel pump online, and let's get the APU started. While that fires up, we're going to head on down and get our fuel situated over here. Oh, actually, you know what? Let me first make sure that we're actually on ground power. And then we'll grab our fuel. So we're looking at 13,047 pounds of block fuel. And then for our payload, we'll just go ahead and hit random here. 86 looks good. Alrighty. Back up to the overhead, we'll wait for that APU to finish firing up. Alrighty, APU is online. So we can go ahead and flip the APU bleed on. Oh, leave that open. We'll get the packs on. Position lights are on. We'll get the logo light on. Cabin lights are set. We'll just get some panel lights as we go through here. Passenger signs aren't going to be needed. Emergency exit lights armed and closed. We did that before. IRS mode selectors, let's go ahead and switch those over to nav. And we are all set to get our clearance from Indy Center. So, from what I can see right now, we do have Indy Center, we will not have Washington Center, so we'll be on our own for the approach unless something changes. So let's go ahead and tune over 119.55. If anybody wants to join us today, absolutely feel free to. We're going to be on the ground here in Indy for a minute. At least until we're done. And, Justin, hello there. How's it going? It is nice to see you on the stream today. Let me pull up the weather actually before I give them a call. Just so that I have that. Temperature is 3026 here in Indy today, so we'll just set that ahead of time. And winds, we're looking at 100 at 5, so it's going to be gorgeous conditions for our departure. Justin, I am doing wonderful. It's been a good day so far. For the first time this week, I've had a chance to not have to do too much. You're doing Flight Simulator as well. Where are you flying to right now? And almost as importantly, what aircraft? In the meantime, let me give Indy a call here. Let me make sure I filed my flight plan first so that we don't have the same thing as last night. Yep. Alrighty. And let me pull that so that I have my reference.
November 837 Juliet here, Indy Center, good afternoon. Cleared to the Kilo, Papa Whiskey Kilo Airport. The radar vectors, Terry is filed, climb and maintain 5,000, expect level 400.
Once he's done with this, we'll go ahead and give him a call.
This frequency, squawk 6620.
I can't hear the other aircraft. They must be too far away, so we'll just wait for him to read back to them, and we'll call out for our clearance over to Raleigh.
Citation 37 Juliet Sierra, the readback is correct. The John Glenn altimeter is 3026. And what's variable at 4? Did you want 28 left or 10 right?
It's hard when I can't hear them.
Left for departure, advise ready to taxi.
Alright, I think we should be good here. Indy Center, good afternoon. Chicago Shuttle 222 on the ground at Indy, looking for clearance to Raleigh.
Chicago Shuttle 222, Indy Center, good afternoon. Clear to the Raleigh Airport, radar vectors, or correction, Dawn 1 departure, Louisville transition as filed. Climb and maintain 5,000, expect level 370, 10 minutes after. Departures this frequency, squawk 6616.
Roger, Chicago Shuttle 222, clear to Raleigh via the Dawn 1 Louisville transition, then as filed. 5,000 for the initial, we'll expect 370, 10 minutes after departure. Departure is going to be with you, squawking 6616.
Chicago Shuttle 222, the readback is correct. 23 left for departure, advise ready to taxi. The altimeter now 3026.
Roger, we'll expect 23 left, let you know when we're ready for taxi. Chicago Shuttle 222. Alrighty. Now that we've got our clearance, Spirit A320neo to Vegas. My game crashed. I'm going back to the middle of the air where I was at. You know, I wish I had the patience to actually put myself back in the air where I was at. When my game crashes, I kind of just get upset and just quit it right there. Let's head on over to the FMC screen here, and let's start plugging in our data. We are, oh, first let me grab our position. Put that in. We are at KIND.
Citation 37 Juliet Sierra, roger.
And we're going to be heading over to KRDU.
8 left at Bravo 3.
Flight plan Chicago Shuttle 222. And we are going to be departing, he said, runway 23 left. So we'll plug that in as well. So, 23 left via the Dawn 1 Louisville transition.
East of the Parkersburg B Wharf, level 360.
From there, we're going to want to take or head over to Bravo Kilo Whiskey.
For planning purposes, expect runway 23 left. Roger, 60 left, 396.
And then over to Tivay. Go ahead and execute that. Plug in our arrival. We're going to be coming in via the ILS 5 left. The Alden 3 arrival. Tivay transition. And let me see.
John Glenn.
For the approach.
Variable at 5 on departure, fly runway heading, runway 28 left at Bravo 3, clear takeoff.
Hold on a second. There we go. So we'll go ahead and join in from Chowder. Just double checking that. And then let me just go to our legs page, make sure everything looks good. And it does. We'll get rid of that vector as we get closer, just in case somebody does come online. And let's head on over to our perf init page. We'll get our perf init request. While that's loading up, let me grab the cost index. It's going to be 61 at a flight level of 370. Alrighty. Cruise winds today are gonna be 004 at 35. Not too bad. Alrighty. Flaps are going to be set to 5. Grab our takeoff trim here. Plug in the runway winds. Looking at 100 at 5. And there we go. So our trim today is going to be 5.51. And then we're looking at a speed of 141 for the takeoff.
United 2367, Indy Center, good afternoon, squawk 6622.
6622, United 23.
So let's go ahead and plug in our speed here, 141, perfect. And then last thing we got to do, I always do this, this isn't something that you know would typically do here on the ground, but I just plug this in while I'm on the ground because knowing myself, I forget very, very easily. Alrighty, so let's plug in our initial altitude here. They said 5,000 on the climb. And let's continue our checklist. So transponder, we got a code of 6616.
Maintain level 360.
This check and maintain level 360.
Alrighty. Speeds we've already got set. Initial altitude we've got set. Yaw damper, we could bring that on. Window heat can come on as well. Flight altitude, let's make sure that we set that now. 30, what did I say, 37,000? Yeah, 37,000 feet. Landing altitude, I actually don't know what the altitude at Raleigh is, so let me double check that real quick. 435, so we'll plug in 450. Alrighty. So now we can go ahead and flip the flight directors online. We'll click LNAV and then VNAV. Perfect. Let's see. Altimeter we've got plugged in. Auto brake set to RTO. Radios are set, and let's make sure that all of our doors and hatches are closed and secure.
One Lima uniform, leaving airspace to the west. Kansas City is offline. Radar services terminated. Frequency change advisories approved. So flight. See you later.
Okay, so now if I pull up the ground chart for Indy, we are looking for 23 left. Okay, that's right behind us. So basically, I will want nose left. That's what I was looking for. I guess this is the taxi right here. It's got some weird markings. We'll just push back right onto there. Perfect. Let's go ahead and request a pushback here.
This is ground.
While they're doing that, auto throttle can come on. We'll get our fuel pumps on. Hydraulic pumps can come on as well. Anti-collision light can come on. Parking brake is set, ground equipment is removed, and the engine area is clear. So we are all set for push.
Okay, sir. The bypass pin is installed. All doors and hatches closed and all ground equipment is removed.
The parking brakes are set. You may lift.
Parking brake set. Lifting the aircraft.
Let them finish this real quick.
We are cleared for start and push.
Okay, cleared for push start.
Parking brakes are released.
Commencing pushback. You can start the engines in sequence.
All right,
It will
gorgeous.
start in the sequence.
So we'll get our packs off, recirc fan off, and let's get engine number 2 started. Introduce some fuel.
Southwest 235, push and starts approved. The Cincinnati altimeter 3027. Giant 188 heavy, fell asleep. I'm sorry about that. Just said I maintain 4,000.
Roger, down to 4,000 for Giant 188.
Alrighty, that's a good start on number 2. Let's go ahead and get number 1 started. Waiting for 20 and we'll give her fuel.
Giant 188, maintain present heading vectors for descent, and again, you're clear down to 4,000.
Roger, maintain heading down to 4,000.
Okay, pushback completed. Please set your parking brake.
Parking brake is set.
Parking brake set.
Parking brake set. Lowering aircraft.
So, our heading for this runway is going to be 230.
Ground.
So
Startup
we'll
is
set our
complete.
course
You
for
may disconnect.
230.
Roger. Good engine start. Clear to disconnect. See you at the side.
And we'll set our
Have a
heading
good
for
flight.
230 as well.
Holding position waiting for the visual. Thank you and goodbye.
Gorgeous. Alrighty, while they're doing that, let's get our after start checklist. Generators 1 and 2 can come online. Probe heat can come on. Anti-ice is not needed. There's not a cloud in the sky today. Let's see. Packs can come back on. Isolation valve can come to auto. Recirc fan can come on. APU bleed will come off. APU will come off. Engine start switches, we'll go ahead and put those over to continuous. Now, let's set our flaps. And let's do a quick flight control check. So, we've got full forward, full back, full left, full right rudder, full left rudder. Gorgeous. Alrighty, we are ready to call for taxi and get underway. Indy Center, Chicago Shuttle 222, ready to taxi.
Chicago 222, runway 23 left, taxi via Delta, Indy altimeter is 3026.
Taxi via Delta 3026, Chicago Shuttle 222.
Giant 188, turn right heading 270.
Roger, heading for 10-0.
So we'll make the left turn here and join up with Delta, take Delta all the way down to Delta 1.
Giant 188, have you can continue that right turn heading 330 on the heading, join the runway 36 right, localize or report the field site.
Roger, right, 330 from the localizer.
Alrighty. Justin, I definitely hope that the rest of your flight goes smoothly. I hope you don't have another crash.
Giant 188 heavy, roger, clear to visual approach, runway 36 right.
And once again, just like to put out a message to everybody watching.
Chicago Shuttle 222 to land at Indianapolis 100 at 5 on departure, fly heading 210, runway 23 left, to curve takeoff.
Roger, we'll fly 210, 23 left, clear for takeoff, Chicago Shuttle 222. Alrighty. I don't even remember what I was just saying. Oh yeah, anybody who wants to join the virtual airline absolutely can. Link is finally up in the link tree, so you can just go ahead and click the Willow link tree.
Right, we do 5. With you, flight level 350.
Alrighty, we'll start the clock here. And let's get flying.
9 Air Golf, Romeo Alpha Zulu, Roger, standby. November Golf, Romeo Alpha Zulu. You can remain my frequency. You're still a little bit ways outside my airspace, but monitor my frequency. I'll ping you back here in a few minutes.
Roger, that's the 9 Golf, Romeo Alpha Zulu.
Trent 188, heavy, the wind at Cincinnati 0106, runway 36 right, clear to land.
And we are up. Gorgeous. Gear can come down. We'll go ahead and set our engines back to regular. Runway turn off and wing lights can come off.
Chicago Shuttle 222, you're ready to contact from port altitude passing.
Chicago Shuttle 222 passing 4300 for 5,000.
And Chicago Shuttle 222, you can proceed direct Louisville. It's India uniform, climb and maintain level 370.
Up to 370 and we'll proceed direct Louisville, Chicago Shuttle 222.
November 837 Juliet Sierra, contact Chicago Center 120.35, 2035.
Urban Chicago 2035, Station 837 Juliet Sierra, thank you, see you.
United 614, you can descend via the Snake Pit to arrival, runway 23 left transition. India altimeter is 3026.
Forgot to bring up my last notch of flaps there by accident.
Descend by the Snake Pit to arrival, United 614.
And that is a gorgeous climb out here for us today. A little bit bumpy on the climb, but that's okay. Alrighty, we are through 10,000, which means we can bring our landing lights off.
1537 Indy Center, good afternoon. You are cleared to the Chicago O'Hare Airport, radar vectors Henderson, VOR, direct Rosewood, VOR as filed. Climb and maintain 5,000, expect level 36010 minutes after departure is this frequency, squawk 6623.
Alrighty, we just slowed our climb here to catch up on some speed, but we should be shooting back up any moment now. All the way up to our cruise of 370. And our flight time today, let me double check what we were looking
American
at.
1537.
1 hour, 23 minutes.
Jaeger altimeter is 3025, runway 5 for departure.
So just about an hour and a half here.
Discretion and advise, ready to taxi.
Now, I'm still undecided if we're going to make a second flight today. I said earlier to myself that I wasn't, but if you guys want a second flight and, you know, everybody's up for it, we'll go ahead and do a second flight.
Chicago Shuttle 222, you can proceed directly BOR Bravo Kilo Whiskey.
Roger, direct Bravo Kilo Whiskey, Chicago Shuttle 222.
Giant 188 Heavy, welcome to Cincinnati. It's a left exit, Tango to the ramp.
Roger, Giant 188.
And once again, I hope that everybody's having a wonderful Father's Day. And just having a good weekend in general. I know I can't speak for everywhere, but here in Chicago, the weather has been gorgeous all weekend. Finally a break from this huge heat wave we've been having. Now I do have my chat pulled back up, guys, so I will be watching that throughout the stream. If you guys want to chat with me, feel free. Passing through 18,000 now, we'll go ahead and switch on over to standard pressure. Yeah, as you guys can see, we're mostly going in a straight line till we get down to Raleigh. And then we're going to be making a southbound turn. And that'll bring us in on the arrival for runway 5 left.
Indy Center, Palm Leaf 320 is at flight level 360.
Palm Leaf 320, Indy Center, good afternoon. Ident, please.
Ident.
Palm 320s, radar contact 2 miles south Lovington, BOF level 360.
Shout out to Dr. Pepper, keeping me hydrated throughout the streams. But we have clear open skies today. Doesn't look like there's too many people on the Vatsim network. We seemed to get really lucky last night with how many people were online.
Southwest 235, 18 left taxi via Sierra, the altimeter 3027.
altimeter 3027, Southwest 325.
Let's look at what the weather in Raleigh's looking like right now. Looking at winds 350 at 9, altimeter 3012. Ceiling is at least 12,000 feet above ground level, scattered clouds at 25,000 feet above ground level. So overall, not too bad.
Indianapolis Center, American 1537, approaching ready to taxi to 5. Looks like I might have to taxi on it.
American 1537 depends on the scenery, but you can taxi to runway 5 via Alpha.
Okay, taxi via Alpha to 5.
Gotta love when your scenery doesn't match up. It's one of my biggest problems around O'Hare. So a lot of times if I don't remember, I'll get cleared into 27 Center. Or I'll get a plan into 27 Center and then I'll fly in and I'll be on a 10-mile final before I remember, oh yeah, the scenery doesn't have a 27 Center.
Southwest 235, the wind at Cincinnati 010 at 6. Line Ave to Camden 18 left, you're cleared for takeoff.
100 at 6, cleared for takeoff, Southwest 235.
United 614, Indy altimeter 3026.
Roger, altimeter 3026, United 614.
Passing through 28.5 now. Still climbing up to 370. And I'd like to apologize to folks again. I know I've said this in past live streams, but it's a little bit difficult for me to find things to talk about when there isn't really much going on in chat. So when we have those quiet spells, I do apologize. I'm trying to work on it.
Fly. Runway heading, runway 5 is clear for takeoff.
Alright, fly runway heading, clear for takeoff, runway 5.
Southwest 235 is radar contact, report altitude passing.
Repeat for Southwest 235.
You are radar contact, report altitude passing.
Passing through 2800.
Southwest 235, thank you. Climb and maintain flight level 280.
Climb and maintain flight level 280. Southwest 2035. 235.
Harrison, you say a joke then. Make me laugh. It's hard to come up with funny shit all the time. Okay, now you got me scared, saying it's a knock-knock joke, but I have to start it. Alright, knock-knock then. Wait, if I have to start it...
American 1537's radar contact for airport altitude pass.
Leaving 2.4 for 5,000, American 1537.
American 1537, climb and maintain level 360, passing 4,000, proceed at direct Henderson.
All right, climb and maintain 360, passing 4,000, and clear direct Henderson, American 1537.
I don't know, you tell me who's there. Mr. Mastermind of Jokes over here. Coming up to 35.5 now. Just 1,500 away from our cruising. Thousand away now.
Indy Lab, but it's Center, United 8148.
United 8148, go ahead.
I just realized I'm in your airspace. I'm heading into Cleveland. Should I be in touch with you?
United 8148, standby. United 8148, negative, so that's going to be outside my airspace. You can continue to monitor units on 122.8.
All right. Roger, thank you.
Let me get Unicom plugged in here so that I'm ready when it's time for me to switch. Double checking our maps here. Washington Center is still offline. Good news is with the shortcuts he gave us, we got to cut out a good chunk of our flight time here. So hopefully we'll be on the ground in Raleigh earlier than an hour and a half. We are just cruising along nicely here. Darn, I'm getting that, getting the scroll glitch again. Got 143 miles to BKW.
United 614 at Larry, join the runway 23 left, localizer, report left field in sight.
Roger, at Larry, we'll...
I'm trying to do like a time calculation here, but I'm not too good at doing that until we get closer.
Spirit wings 3037, leaving airspace to the south. Atlanta's offline. Your radar services terminated. Frequency change to advisories. Approved for the rest of your day. See you later.
All right, you have a good day for Spirit wings 3037.
And looks like we're still only about halfway through Indy Center, so we'll be with them for probably a good little bit here still. Meatball Man 420, welcome to the flight crew. Thank you for the follow, my friend. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday and a wonderful Father's Day.
United 614, Indy altimeter now to correction 3023.
Altimeter 3023, United 614.
United, excuse me, UTS 1691, sorry about that, my headset was not plugged in. Requesting push and start.
United 1691, roger. The altimeter at Louisville is 3024.
Altimeter 3024, push and start.
Do let me know, guys, if you want me to do a second flight today, and if you do, where you want me to go from Raleigh. Not too many centers online on Vatsim today, unfortunately. So I'm trying to think of where we even could go from Raleigh.
United 2367, leaving airspace to the West Kansas City is offline. Your radar services terminated. Frequency change to advisories. Approved to the flight. See you later.
Air 228, thanks for help. United 2367. See you.
Like I said, unless you guys really want me to do a second flight, I don't think I'm going to today. I've got to get up at 5 in the morning tomorrow.
And any center is going UPS 1114 heavy on the ground, Louisville, ready for push and start.
1114 heavy, Indy Center, good afternoon. The altimeter 3024, push and starts approved. Advise ready taxi.
24 and we're good for push. We'll let you know for taxi for UPS 1114 heavy.
Well, we got some time here in the air. Let's just let's start plugging everything in for our arrival here. So weather's just updated for Raleigh. Winds we're looking at variable at 5 knots, not too bad. Ceilings 25,000.
Southwest 235 and altitude.
And altimeter 3010.
240, that'll be your final.
Southwest.
Awesome. And let me pull up the Raleigh charts here. So 5 left ILS. We're gonna tune into 109.1. And our final approach course is going to be 54 degrees. So we'll tune that now. Lovely. And our minimums are going to be 598 feet. Lovely. Alrighty, now we've got all that tuned in. We don't have to worry about it later on. And we can just keep on cruising.
UPS 1691 Heavy, ready for taxi.
UPS 1691 Heavy, runway 35 right, taxi via Bravo.
35 right via Bravo, UPS 1691 Heavy.
Just about 90 miles from Bravo Kilo Whiskey. You know what? I'm going to go ahead and take some screenshots real quick.
UPS 1691 Heavy, check your squawk for me. Squawk 6625.
6625, UPS 1691 Heavy.
There we go.
United 614 is the field in sight.
United 614, roger, cleared, visual approach, runway 23 left.
Roger, cleared visual 23 left, United 614.
Seattle Center, good afternoon. Pacific 6660 Super with you, climb through 13.6 for tree 80, 18 miles south of Dryer.
Pacific 6660 Super, Indy Center, you're at a contact. Climb maintain level tree 80, squawk 6632.
6632 up to tree 80, Pacific 6660 Super.
Good afternoon, Indy Center. Pacific 1985 with you, 350.
Pacific 1985 Indy Center, good afternoon, sir. Squawk 6626.
6626 coming up in the box, 1985.
United 614, the wind at Indy 140 at 823 left, clear to land.
Clear to land, 23 left, United 614.
Pacific 1985, I got you radar contact 25 miles to the west of the Bucket City, New York, level 350.
Finally, 180 miles from, was that 160? 160 miles from the top of the descent.
1114, heavy or to taxi 35 left, Louisville.
UPS 114 Heavy, got company traffic in sight?
Yes, sir, you want us to follow him?
Follow him to runway 35 left.
Gotcha, we're following company.
Let's go ahead and plug in 2200 as there is nobody online, so we'll let the VNAV path take us down.
Southwest 235, contact Chicago Center of 120.35. 2035, see you later.
120.35, Southwest 235, you have a great day.
American 1906 with view center at 32,000 feet.
American 1906, Indy Center, good afternoon. Squawk 6633.
6633 for 1906.
Pacific 6660, you can proceed direct Katrin.
Direct Katrin, Pacific 6660.
We're a bit high on this approach, United 614 is going to have to go around.
United 614, roger. Climb and maintain 3000, and you can fly heading 180.
Up to 3000, heading 180, United 614.
American 1906 Heavy, 6633, 6633, please.
Oh, sorry about that. 6633. Roger that.
No worries. UPS 1691 Heavy, the wind at Louisville, 120 at 7. RNAV row, 35 left, you're clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, UPS 1691 Heavy.
American 1906 Heavy's radar contact 50 miles to the east of the Charleston, VORF level 320. Chicago Shuttle 222, Washington is offline, your radio service is terminated. Frequency change to advisory is approved. Just flight Felix time.
Have a wonderful evening, and we'll go over to advisory Chicago Shuttle 222. It's not what I wanted to do. Alrighty, over to Unicom, and we are on our own for the remainder of the flight. About 37 miles from the next waypoint. And then we'll be heading towards our arrival. Just do a triple check one last time of the weather in Raleigh. Still looking good for us. currently sitting at 36 minutes of flight time. We'll see if we can beat the projected 1 hour and 23 minutes. Although, based on the shortcuts we were given, I'm pretty sure we will be. A little bit bouncy here as we're flying over these mountains. Definitely not as bad as it would be over in California or Colorado, but still a noticeable amount of chop here. Alrighty, we're about 70 miles, give or take, from our top of descent now. Pretty soon I'll go ahead, actually I'll bring our maps in now to 80 miles. And we should have a nice approach into Raleigh. So what the Alden 3 is going to do is it's going to bring us down south towards the city, and then we're going to cut southwest to join up with the ILS 5 left. At least that's the plan. I'm not anticipating Washington Center to come online at all, but who knows? They've surprised us in the past. Coming through a bit more haze than we've had the rest of the flight. Now I just want to give a real quick shout out and say thank you to everybody who's gone ahead and followed in the past week on Twitch. It does mean a whole lot to me, guys. I'm really trying to build a community here so that we could all just come together and have fun when we fly. I've always had the dream of streaming, and it's just making it a reality has been so much fun. I know that in the past few weeks my stream schedule's been all out of whack, but as I said, I'm really trying to make it better. And you know, together we'll get there, that's for sure. Now tomorrow, I can't guarantee that I'll be on tomorrow, but I know Tuesday. I'm going to go ahead and say now, I will try my best to be on Tuesday for you all. A lot of times my ability to stream on the weekdays just depends on my work schedule for the week. Owning a company, you know, you never know if your work, or at least in the trucking world, you never know if it's going to be a real busy week or a lighter week, being that we're on the spot market at the moment. The industry's been going up and down a lot, so we're just kind of holding out, seeing where it takes us. But thankfully in the past few weeks, me not streaming means that we've been busy. Now I've got my hopes up. Hopefully on Amazon Prime Day, I'll be able to get enough savings to go ahead and pick up the TCA yoke and the Honeycomb Bravo. You know, I've been talking about it forever. I've got almost, I've got like 3/4 of what it would cost to get them both saved up, but I haven't been getting any extra money that I can put towards that savings, so we've been sitting at the same amount since I've started saving for it, pretty much. But here's hoping that, as I said, when Prime Day comes around, we can get enough savings that I can pick them both up. Just about 10 to 15 miles from the top of descent now. And we can make our way down into Raleigh. For everybody watching after the fact over on our YouTube page, make sure to go ahead and give a like and hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed the stream. As always, we definitely hope to see all of you watching back later in one of our future streams. If you want to get notified when I go live, all you have to do is go ahead and follow me on my Twitter. You'll see that scrolling around in the bottom right. It's at AJ Transco. You'll get a notification every time we go live, and that gives you 15 minutes to get into the stream before all the action starts. As always, anybody who catches one of our live streams, if you wish to join us on the Vatsim network, any and everybody is invited. Hopefully one day when we go live, we can make these controllers work. Lovely, and we are beginning our descent now. Looking good on our descent so far. We've got everything pre-plugged in, so we don't have to worry about tuning anything. We can just ride our way down. Passing through 24,000 now. We'll go ahead and zoom into 40 nautical miles on our map now. Shout out once again to VAT USA for liking the tweet. Seems every time I go live, VAT USA gives me a like. Just passed through 20,000 now. At about 1,500 feet, we'll switch on over to local pressure. And now that I know that nobody's going to be online for us, we'll go ahead and put chowder in and remove the vector. And that'll give the plane a chance to go ahead and program a path for us in. We'll add some drag in here so that the aircraft can descend and get back on the desired path. There we go, now we're caught up. Now, if we're looking at Raleigh and we're landing runway 5 left, we're probably going to take the, well, there's only one cargo ramp, so we'll go ahead and take north cargo. All the way down at the end of the runway to our right makes it nice and easy for us. Got our speed brakes back out as we decel a little bit. Just trying to slow ourselves down a little bit here as we get closer to 10,000. We can go ahead and flip on our landing lights now. I'm just looking down. I keep double checking the speeds just to see where the plane wants to be at. Still looking good. Currently at 58 minutes on the flight clock. So I definitely think that we will be beating our projected airtime today. Always nice to arrive early. So, looks like that is Raleigh just off our nose. We're going to swing around to the right and then do a loop and come into land. Let's see, who is typing in the chat there? Different field. Cool. Ooh, don't know what that stuttering was about. Alrighty guys, I'm not watching the chat, I'm going stale cockpit for landing. Still coming in nicely. Following the path that the aircraft has set for us. Raleigh traffic, Chicago Shuttle 222, we're turning on for final ILS 5 left, Raleigh traffic. So power plant just off to our left there. I believe courtesy of We Love VFR. I do have We Love VFR installed, usually for when I'm doing, you know, obviously VFR flights or some of the small corporate jet flights, but I also just think that it creates just another level of immersion for the sim. Adds in object and scenery that weren't placed in, and it just gives the world a little bit more life. At least in my opinion, you know, it's all opinion based. Alrighty, got the field in sight here. Making a real tight turn there. Alrighty. And we'll go ahead and tune into the approach. Yeah, we're not going to do the ILS today. We're going to go ahead and hand fly it in. Okay, my auto throttle's not working right now. I hate when it does that. It just disconnects without, you know, giving you a light or a warning or anything. Might have been user error, I'm not sure, but we need to drop some altitude, I know that. We're also still not lined up like I want to be. I'll tell you what though, you guys really have been watching me relearn the PMDG. But I've noticed that in the 7.3, one of my biggest problems is that I always tend to come in too high, and I'm not sure why. I don't know if it's because I always add in too much throttle at the wrong time, or if I just, you know, follow the path wrong, but I seem to always be trying to correct as I'm coming in. And I'm really trying to make sure that we get dropped down before. There we go.
Glide slope. Glide slope.
I want to get on a better glide slope so that as we're coming into the runway, we won't have such a steep angle to be fighting.
50, 30, 20, 10.
Was it a little bit firm? Maybe, but honestly, not too bad. Alright. Go ahead and kick our brakes and everything off. We'll roll past B5 here, and we'll take the B6 exit. Official feet per minute looks like 269 on that landing. Like I said, a little bit firm, but all in all, not too bad. Thankfully, we're still in the cargo variant, so there's no passengers to make throw up. Let's go ahead and flip the APU on, taxi light on, runway lights off. And we can get the turn off lights off as well. Now for North Cargo, all we'll need is to make a right turn and then a left into this big open apron here. And ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Raleigh. Local time is 4:50 p.m. Ooh, excuse me, got a hiccup. Local time is 4:50 p.m. As you can see, there's not a cloud in the sky at the moment. Now for this approach today, I feel like the reason that we came in high was I was noticing the ILS just never caught, and so for that last bit of the approach while we were still on the autopilot, it was bringing us in high. And that's why I didn't catch the ILS glide slope at first. But I'm going to keep working at it off stream, of course, when I'm not flying for you guys, and try to figure out and correct whatever it is that I keep doing that's got us coming in high almost every time. Go ahead and set our parking brakes here. APU can come on. We'll get the anti-collision lights off. Let's get these engines off. We'll get the fuel pumps off. APU bleed can come on. Hydraulic pumps off. Pitot heat off. We'll get the windows off as well. Yaw damper can come off. And I believe that's everything up on the overhead. Come on down to our menu page, FS Actions, Ground Services. Let's get the chocks. We'll request the ground power to come on out. We'll also request stairs 1. Oh. Guess, there we go. We'll request stairs 1 and the pallet loader. Well, alrighty folks, that is going to do it for us today. Thank you all so very much for tuning in and joining us on our flight. Everybody watching the flight after the fact, I'd like to thank you as well for tuning in and joining us. Now, I hope to get you guys on a future flight. As I said, this week I'm hoping that the next flight's going to be on Tuesday, so look out for that. As always, go ahead and follow me on Twitter. That way you will always get the notification when we go live, and that gives you 15 minutes to join up on the stream before everything starts. On behalf of our Chicago-based flight crew, I'd like to thank all of you one more time for joining us. We know you had many, many options today. Hope to get you on a future flight, and until then,